Welcome in. This is the Razorcorp Neurocenter. Brandon, who is one of the lead testers, he and I are actually just in the middle of testing some Waterborne and Bloodcrown. And we decided to test out our new streaming capability. We have the Kermis, which is usually our battle royale when we're actually playing against each other. And in this case, the Neurocenter is going to be streams that we do that are predominantly testing. So you get to see new cards being developed. Brandon, you want to show them how we're tracking? So we have a PC over here, and we're going to track all the different variations of the cards. So it's going to be a little different than our other streams. This one is actually going to focus in on how we do kind of the real raw testing. So for example, you'll see here, and you can go ahead and switch on the overhead. You're going to see that we have, it looks like an Alpha Guard deck, but it's not actually an Alpha Guard deck. What it is we have Waterborne names and rules built in to the Alpha Guard deck, because until we have a, I don't want to say a final set, until we have a legitimate set that we feel is balanced out, we don't want to go for a printing. So what we're doing now is we've got it narrowed down. We feel that Waterborne is at a good place, and obviously Bloodcrown is a little bit further along. So we're going to do some tests between Bloodcrown and Waterborne because they're two of the most complicated decks. We are on chat, so anybody who's tuning in can chat or send us any questions you might have. We can we'll look over. We have a monitor over here now, so we can look over and see any questions that might come up. And Brandon is going to sit here and track some of the scoring. Yep. So we'll start doing this, but just remember, this is going to be really raw. It's not going to be a normal match that we're playing, and there won't be any infighting like with Steven and I, because Brandon and I usually agree with what makes sense on rules. So you might hear us stop and talk through some rules if it makes sense, or even adjust rules on the fly. Because right now it's very open. So since we're the last two factions, we thought this would be the right time to start sharing with our community how we go about the process of testing. So without further ado, we're just going to put our heads down and we're going to start testing. And if one person's watching or 100, it doesn't matter, because we're going to do it anyway. All right, so everything the same. We've made two decks. My deck, so we tell you a little bit about Waterborne. Waterborne has three main elements. Like Bloodcrown, has chess pieces. Waterborne has, right now we're calling them traders. So there's a main trading card, and the name of that card is the Great Hall. There's also a Stag Workshop, which is a construction card. And then we have, I can never pronounce it, Bergamir's Arc. And this is a navigation card, which means these other characters focus on, sailing and ships and things like that. These three cards pair up with other characters and other things on the board, but that's not the only extent. So we're taking elements of Edge Hunter, elements of Bloodcrown, and elements of Cloud Echo, all that we've done before, and creating probably the most advanced deck. And you might see some things that will throw you for a loop a little bit, but don't worry. What you see today in any of the testing is not the end result. We might shift gears entirely if we don't like it, but I think we're starting to hone in. So here we go. Did we cut already?
We didn't cut.
Okay, here you go. So we still play when we test. We still play like a normal game because we like to see how it happens in the flow of the game. So here's a 7.
And I got a 3.
And so here we go. Away we go. Now the difference is we're probably going to leave some cards on the board to try to keep factions in play. We're not going to play as many remove, if any, remove cards because the result isn't as important. Although we just played a test game, it was 154 to 149. I mean, it was incredible, 5-point game and the most wild swing. So we're going to see what happens. Okay, so what do I have here? Well, I hate to let him go first because it's such a good first play for me. So I think I'll go first because we still want to emulate the real life game. And sorry, there. So draw 1. All right. I didn't mean to steal your faction, but all right.
But
so
you didn't mean to give me -5.
All right, so I'm playing, it's called Fast Timbra. We actually named this today. You place it on a row, and it's a lasting effect card. And when I play an artisan card, which is, I don't know if you can see this green dot here on the top, that's representing the artisan, which is basically a constructor, someone who's constructing something. So the artisan or construction card is going to trigger. If I play one, immediately I get to take a neutral card to that row. End of turn. Oh, good, you got affection.
All right. And yeah, I'll go with that. Take this. That's
Louder, man.
yeah.
Brandon likes to talk very soft. He's more honed
want
in
the
on
draw?
testing. Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Okay, so I'll give you that, and do the draw.
Okay.
All right.
So Bloodcrown, which we're still testing too. So it's not all about Waterborne, although you will get to see some interesting cards here. Bloodcrown also has some cards I'm sure no one has seen before.
Okay, so we'll do King's Gambit and we'll kill one recruit.
Brandon's voice is good. Tina Marie says. Oh, you
All
know
right.
what? The microphone is
Yeah,
across
because it's
on
right
your
next to
side.
me. So
I moved it away from you because you talk loud.
yeah.
so I
Yes,
put it
okay,
to
good
the
point.
quiet.
So we'll do one random community card and one random afterlife if you want to mix that up.
Sup, Tina?
And then I place one of these in.
These are both afterlife?
Yeah, those are afterlife. So one of these in loyalist and one in the opponent's recruit. I don't know. I guess I'll take that. That.
Okay.
And
End of turn, not good for me because I don't get to test anything. So I'll just do that. I'll take your
that.
6 and bank the 4, and that'll at least draw
2.
2 new cards. Hopefully we get something here, and an end of turn, and you did. So you
Alright.
got something.
Not best, but
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not terrible. Give me the 3. Draw some more cards.
yeah.
Testing.
Yep.
Hey, Randy, I heard you were raised in a sawmill.
A sawmill?
Yeah.
No, it was a chainsaw factory.
Oh, nice.
It was close.
Yeah, very close.
Okay. You did the draw for that, right?
I did
Alright.
one draw. No, there's another draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So, what is this? Yeah, I'll go ahead and give Trinity. So he's going to bring up to three pawns to the board from my hand. I don't have any in my hand deck or the discard pile. So got him.
Are we using the other one as a pawn?
Do you want to?
I don't know. I'm debating it. We're testing a 4th pawn option. I still think we should just make that a normal play card.
Because
and
if so, if
I don't know. I don't really know.
I can either use
I
it
haven't
now and we
decided.
can look at it.
Try it now.
All right.
Try it now. But the thing is this. Does it still lose its value if it comes to my side?
Well, I believe that's how
It has to get to your allies to be worth anything.
to mine.
Okay. So what we're talking about while he's picking the other one out, this card has a triple card value, but you must get it into your allies to make it a triple card value. So he places it on one of his cards. I think in this case it wouldn't lose if it comes to my side. If it gets into my allies, it can't be
It's the
taken.
same as the other pawns.
Yeah, it becomes a triple value only if he puts it in his allies.
All right, so I'm going to borrow these 3 sleeves over here.
All right, and you do that. I'll play on. So end of turn.
Yep.
Now I'm up. I really should take this card. I'm going to,
Put this one here.
even if it is against it, because I can do that. I'll move that to you just to draw another card. I will draw one here. Instant play. Okay, so here's the first. This is perfect timing for this. You see we're using, I don't know if you could tell, but this is a holographic card. So we're using a few holographic cards as this is kind of the main card, kind of like a elemental card. This is called the Stag Workshop. This one is the one that pairs all of the green dots that you see together, which are your construction cards. So it's interesting, is all the names you're hearing too, a lot of the names come from ancient...
Old Nordic.
Old Nordic is fair to say. So here we go. We're going to put that on there, that means I get to draw another one. And much like Elemental, if I get another one, whether it's the Great Hall or Baramir's Arc or Bezimir or whatever we called it, I can swap just like an Elemental card, but you can only have one on the board at a time. Wow. Whoa, this is crazy card here. I'm not going to save that one. All right, so I'm going to play Apex Hydra. Apex Hydra. Draw 2 faction cards from my deck. Draw 2 from his deck. Then I get to play 1. I get to keep 1 and discard 2. So in this case, ooh, that's a tough one. I'm definitely keeping that card.
Well, then I think I know
can
what
you
card
believe?
got.
I don't even know why I have all 3 of them in my deck. So I definitely discard the Great Hall because I don't have those cards. That was an accident. I really hate to put this one up, so I'm gonna keep this. No, I can't play it though, right? Because I'd have to swap if I played it. So I don't want to play this one either. Shoot, this is not good for me. Yes it is. All right, I'll discard it. I'll play Portia Highcloak because I can then swap my 5 for his spy pawn and the 8. So strategically, I had to make the move, but now I'm stuck. I don't get to do the +1 movement. So I will explain this one. So this is like this card, the Stag Workshop, but what this does is anytime a navigator is played, you get to move any card on the board +1, -1, just one movement. But last game we played, that was critical because I was able to use it to make a lot of movements with my ships, which you guys haven't
What's
seen
funny
yet.
is all the last game you also used him and took Portia Highcloak. And
Did I
used
get them
it.
both?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So that was a good one. All right, end of turn. Oh wait, we get to do this, right? Oh, I forgot. Yes, he does. He's a.
Well, yeah, he's that, but just want to make sure everyone.
Do you get something at the end?
No, I don't think
I just
so.
discard.
Yeah.
All right, so we
Okay.
paired the what is it, the artisans?
Yes.
Or I don't know if we should just call it constructors rather than artisans because we call them traders with trading,
Well,
navigators with navigating.
We could change it to workshop instead of.
Yeah, but we already have a workshop, Stag Workshop.
Yeah.
I would just call it instead of artisans, we just call them constructors.
builders.
Yeah, but
I
look,
mean, buildings-
trading, traders, navigators, navigation,
Yeah.
and construction, constructors. And it'd be a cool kind of cyberpunk name, constructors, rather than
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
it's something different. Architects? I'm sorry.
Well, we have that
already
card.
have a card called Architects. Good try, though. But if you
Okay.
want us
Yeah,
to
we
see,
can do
by the way, if you're watching, you're better off sending your messages to the YouTube chat only because it stays up on the screen we have over here. We might see your 5-second Discord message, but we might not.
Okay,
So-
so we'll change it to.
For now, we'll call them constructors. We're only going to call it for this game. I mean, we're changing things on the fly, but the reason is because the navigation cards have navigators, and the traders
they easily
the
go
trading
together.
as traders.
Yeah.
So there's something, we could change building to builders, but it kind of sounds weird.
Yeah.
Construction. All right. Anyway, needless to say, this is what this card does. So what does the workshop do? This is really crazy right now. It might seem OP for the moment, but it isn't because we just played it and it has an opposite effect. So the way this works is you're going to draw a card to the neutral area. The value of this card is going to be measured against your recruits. So if this card, say for example, well, let's just do it. If this card is a 4, good example. The value compared to the numbers you have. So I got a 4 and I have 2 cards, which means I get up to 3, no more than 3.
Well, 2 because.
No, I'm saying, but
Oh yeah. In
the
general,
maximum you can get in
is
this
3, yes.
is 3 cards. So because it's a 4 and I only have 2 cards, I get 2 new cards in this row. Okay? Every time I do this. However, as your row grows, or if you have a really big row and you get a card that's less than, you're actually going to randomly kill a card every time.
Yep.
So you have to be careful about moving cards out or you're going to be killing cards randomly. So we just had it maximum 5. We decided after I flipped over 5, like the 12, a 14, an 8, a 9, something
Yeah.
like we said, 3 is probably a better max. So there you go. So now that card stays in the middle and we have an end of turn card.
All right.
And it's still round 2.
Yeah, because we were explaining Apex Hydra.
Yeah. Got it.
All right. Well,
No, because I played that in round 1.
yeah.
Yep, so go ahead. Oh, wait. And that got triggered too. Sorry, I forgot. So not including
Wait.
these.
Each time-
Anytime a artisan, or in this case,
Oh,
a
yeah.
builder's plate, I get to take a neutral card. So I'll take this card to that row. My bad. This is one thing as we have all these new rules. Last game I had 6 or 7 things, 8 things on the board at one time. And so you're going to get this is going to get, we have a lot of round effects, and we probably will pare them down a little bit. So you might find that keeping up with the rules for us is even a challenge right
Yeah.
now.
All right. So.
It's also hard because we're writing physically on the cards. It's not as clean.
Yeah, we don't have good
Let's
handwriting.
see. Value of the card has to be greater than the number of the cards in the recruits. Yes. It has to be greater than, and if it's equal, so for example, if it's a 4 and I have 4 cards, you do nothing. If it's greater than, you get the difference. So for 4 cards, I had 2, I get 2 cards up to 4, right? If it had been a 7, I would have gotten 3 cards maximum. You see? So it's basically you can keep adding, but there's a limitation to how high the number can go, obviously.
Yeah.
So-
So basically, you subtract the number from the value of the card of how
Yeah.
many recruits
I
you
had
have.
2, so 4 minus
That's
2
two,
is 2
two.
cards.
Yep. All right. Well, yes, I'll take her.
Interesting though, huh?
Yep, I'll move that closer. Should I leave the 1? I'll move this out just in case. And let's move the 2 back.
Okay.
All right. So no draws from that. Ooh. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and place down black mirror. Red. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's a red.
All right, so I'll take this. And this is going to be bad for me now to play a card because I'm moving this. I have to move that up 1, and I actually have to move this back 1 so you can bank the 5. So now, if I play one of those cards, I'm going to have to get a real high number. I'm going to lose a card.
Yep.
You see, and this is the dilemma. All right, so I got a lot of cards here. Why do I have so many cards? Oh, because I drew 4. Shouldn't I have discarded 2? I did discard 2. How do I have 5? Oh, because I have 1 extra.
Because
one.
you kept
That's
them.
right.
Yeah.
All right. That would be an interesting play. I want to save that. All right. We'll go ahead since you've taken my spot on that. This is going to be bad for me though because I'm going to have to do that. But I'm playing, it's called Dampening Spirits, and it is a name we came up with also today. Place face up in round effect. Kill 1 random recruit any time a card is killed, up to 1. So if he kills 4 cards in one play, I still only get one kill. So it's an action card, so it's limited to if he kills in a turn, he can kill as many as he wants in 1 turn, but I still get a kill. All right, end of turn. Oh, we keep getting lucky on the factions.
Oh, well.
Oh, yes, I have to do that. So that was my
would've been-
card.
That would have been the card.
So,
So,
8. 1,
mine-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. All right. Well, that was lucky draw. Now, sorry. Whoo, thank
All
God I didn't draw that one. Okay.
All right. Well, looks like I will take. Well, let's see. What's that? Interesting. Alright, I guess I'll take this 4.
Oh, so he's not playing one. Okay. He's going to bank his triple value.
6, which
so
is now an 18.
You got 18 there. Smart.
I guess I'll move this 6 out,
Okay.
and I want my spy pawn closer to my side.
Okay.
And draw. End of turn.
All right. Well, I'll just take this for the heck of it.
Okay.
Move out your 5.
All right.
You can have this 2. And I will take the 8 back 1. I really don't want to play one of those now. My recruit row is backfiring on me. Wow, this is tough. This is tough. I don't want to play this one yet. I want to wait. I definitely want to wait. I'll have to play Black Mirror too.
Ooh, can't do that. So you're gonna have to kill it.
Yeah, good point. Purple.
Okay.
Remember, indefinite loops, can't play them.
Not allowed.
End of turn.
Alright.
Good looking guy.
Yeah, well, guess I'll just go
Oh,
ahead
you took me.
and do that.
Can't believe it.
And get rid of this purple.
No
Alright.
draws. Got it.
Ooh, well, that just made this difficult.
Why? Because you want to kill something?
Yep. Come on.
Well, what are you going to kill? That's the question.
And so you get to choose. Oh, no, you kill one random recruit. Okay.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind doing that right now.
Yeah, exactly. There's a 50-50 shot of getting that.
Yeah, it's a shame. I really wish we had streamed the last game.
Yeah.
The last
That
game,
was
y'all would have seen some absolutely insane stuff going on. When they come out, I'll try to play them, but there are ships, and the ships move things faster. Kind of like Chutes and Ladders, in a way.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll try to test it for a bit. So let's see.
We'll do them again. Just a Cade Hammer.
Ah, God.
So-
All right. So he's playing just a Cade Hammer. He gets to
So-
randomly kill two of my recruits,
and then 2 loyalists.
which you don't
which
have to
there's
random.
only 2 there.
So they're dead.
And if I kill a card valued at 2 or less,
He
I draw
gets-
1 community card to my allies.
Right.
And there's a 2. No, I moved the 2 out. There's a 1 in there,
There it is.
but there's also an 11. So 11 and 1 would be the best combo to get. If that is okay, 2 8s. I'm good with that.
2/8's pretty powerful. So that was
But
pretty
now
powerful.
that's gonna happen
What is?
because I didn't kill a card less than 2, so I don't get that.
Right.
But now this happens. 'Cause
Yeah, so I get to kill a random one of his 2 cards, and 13 is obviously what I want.
which
for
is why I'm gonna
several-
hide it.
Well, it's for several good reasons.
Don't kill yourself. Oh, you killed yourself,
Yay!
man.
No, that's perfect. Okay. End of
All
turn.
right. Yep.
No
And-
factions. Not what I wanted. Well, I'm taking that. Move this, and I'll just give you that.
All right.
2 draws. 1, 2, and an end of turn.
Ooh.
It's not a bad card. It's not the worst.
Yeah.
I can bank my 6.
But I'm trying to get this in, not move it away.
I'll
which
bank my
is-
6.
Why I think I'll just do this.
Nice. Really?
Put this in, and then move your 1 back.
Okay.
1 draw. All right. So then now I do the draw pawn, which
3 cards to his recruits.
yep.
Let's hope for purple.
Yeah. This may have backfired. All right.
Black.
Getting under. Ooh.
Definitely
But-
didn't backfire.
Wasn't great. But yeah. So your turn.
That's good. I'll take that one.
Yeah. You want to pull my -2 out?
Yes, for sure. Here. Spy
Okay.
Pawn. Alright, is gone. Spy Pawn's the one I worry a little bit more about for some reason. I'll take this. -2, you can have that 1. Okay, so there's 2 draws, right? 2 draws. 1, 2. And now we're going to see if we get something good. Okay, here we go. I'll go ahead and play while I got a chance. Let's see, not quite ready for it yet. I have 2 cards I really want to play, and I have 3 rounds to play them in. But because we're testing, and I really want to show people how this works, I'm going to play one of the ships. So this one's called Goldbringer, which is I think
Goldbreast?
Is it Goldbreast? Is the actual translation to Goldbringer.
Yep.
These cards, you choose a card in the middle.
Or on any of the rows.
I'll choose, it doesn't matter which. Let's see what's the best for you. That's not good for you.
You don't want me moving the reds. 'Cause
No,
of the,
I don't want the reds, but there's no negative reds. But I'll just put it on this 8 so you can give me the -2. So here's how this works. You place them like this, kind of sideways. When we do the art, we're going to do these a little bit different. Now what this does is anytime I have a +1 movement, I can say +1, skips that row. There are 3 ships. If I place one here, here and here, or here, here and here, or here, here and here, +1 would bypass, if there's 2 ships, +1 would go from here to here, plus if I had 2 ships, +1 would go from all the way from here to here. But you got to get all 3 ships for that to occur. So now I have 1 ship on the board. I might not have played it because I have better options, but from a testing standpoint, we want to see it. So end of turn.
All right.
The last game, I got all 3 ships onto the board, and I was taking things from here to here. And he was like swapping things, and I was moving them back. It was really insane.
It comboed with the card that allows you to move any union card with any
Yes.
movement color.
There's an action card that lets you choose one color and change it, like one of your movements, and change it to union.
So I'm gonna take this, take the 4, and I'll take the 3 for some draws for this last round. So
We
that's
got 2 rounds, but still.
yeah.
What's
Okay.
the negative purples?
Yeah. And I took one of them earlier. That
Okay.
one. And end of turn.
Crown. Oh, okay. Well, I don't mind. Well, this one's bad for me, but it doesn't matter. Well, it's not too. Yeah, it's
No.
bad. It's bad for me. I don't want it. I want this. I'll move you this one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
What?
no. Remember, it says you may, so you don't have to use that far. But
1, 2, 3. I didn't have to use it. You're right.
Yeah.
So I won't. +1 black. I'll take his 6. +1.
Yep.
Draw a card for that. Now it's time to start. I'd love to have played this one, but I won't. This is really tough for me here because this goes to Loyalist. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play his Tactician against him. What? Do you have a problem with that?
no, we
Well, that goes
missed.
to me anyway, but it's
missed
going to
that.
come to here.
Yeah.
Because all 2s, 3s, and 4s,
Does that count the -2?
you wish. All 2s, 3s, and 4s all go to my Loyalist. And there's a 4 here, and a 2 here, and that's it. And then I can bank 2 of them. It doesn't really matter, so I'll just take these 2 4s here and bank them. Now, here you go.
Okay.
So it looks big because a lot of cards move, but the total value is 10, and not all of them came from his side. 15, 21, so probably somewhere around 30-something points.
It's like I had
'Cause you
2
had a few
2s
of
and
them.
2 4s.
Yeah, so you're gonna be around 30 points.
And the 3.
The card averages to like quattro. So but the thing about it is you get those 2 extra movements, and so if you have it as Bloodcrown, he would have liked
It's
it
good to move.
because you could put 2 pawns on him.
Pawns on them. Yep.
Move them here, and then boom. So I actually like to use it playing pawns on the opposite side of the board, taking a little risk, and coming back the next turn, taking the card and banking it. There was, how many draws came out of the middle? I don't think,
No, because I had the 3.
yeah,
and
I don't
that
think,
4.
and
No.
there's 4?
Yeah, I had him.
Anyway, there's 1, we'll say there was 1 draw.
All right.
That way you can give me that if you want. Oh, but first, oh no, there's nothing I have to do.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna definitely I'll take that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got a draw. All right. Give me something here. Okay.
The ship only works on, no, the ship works on all. The ship works on any color that you want to move. So the ship is a complete movement from whatever you're moving. So if I have a +1 in here and he has this, I could take the 2. His +1 would come over here. Now the thing about the ship is that you have to use a whole faction play to get them on the board. And quite frankly, they can be removed. The ships do a lot, but a lot of these things seem like really powerful, but when you start to play the game, like I'm looking really good right now, but I stole his Bloodcrown card. It was his legendary card that I actually have another legendary card in here. I got both of my legendaries and one of his, so he's kind of a little up ship's creek.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. Like if you were to
Real
read,
comedian over there.
yeah. If you were to read the rule, it says any card may pass through this row without using a move value. So that's why if you have 1, then you can move through the value.
Right.
But I will. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'll go with the Maestro. Move 3 cards plus 1 on the board. I'm gonna go ahead and bank that and move the 10 and the 11 out.
Okay.
Alright. And end of turn. That's good for you. At least you get your 10 back.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's really good for me because it's the purple.
Yeah.
Now this, from here, I don't get to move but 1 because this is a neutral pass. Had I played that here, I could actually move my card. I don't think the starting card. No, the starting card would move.
No,
it?
because it's placed in the
Start,
row,
yeah,
not
so
moved
start
through.
only movements. So if this was here, the starting card would still go here.
Yeah.
But the 10 could go 1, 2. So in this case, it can't go 1, 2. It's going to just go 1, 2 to there, which is going to draw 2. We're going to go ahead and bank his. We'll move that back and my 2 back,
Okay.
and then we'll take the purple here and go back 1, which is Black Mirror to here. So I've really got a good setup here. That would be 2 draws for these.
I need some red movements.
Yeah,
I'm just
you
not getting
do.
there.
And I, for sure, ooh, maybe not. Wow, that's interesting. No, I'm got to play Shiver Fist. Kill 1 opponent card on their side of the board. Kill his
Good
7
thing
orange.
Okay, good thing I moved that 12.
Okay. Freeze the entire board for the next opponent turn except for the end of turn card. Now I asked, here's the only downside. I'm going to have to play this too.
Yeah.
So 8, I'm probably over that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No,
No, it's
8.
not.
Oh, I have exactly 8 again. I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
But now every card is frozen on the board except for this. So if it's not a faction and it's not, he can take the 1. It should have been, we could have left it the other way. You want to try it that way? Where there's 1 random card from the neutral? Freeze all but 1 random card from the neutral and the end of turn? And try it. So the card is really nice, a nice power card for freeze, but if he got a faction, it wouldn't really help me that much. But we had it before we started as 1 random neutral card and an end of turn card, so you have 2 options. So let's play it like that. Otherwise, you got spanked.
Yeah.
And the last game was so close, too. Go ahead.
Oh, give me something of that
Anything.
color.
Anything but that one.
Nope. All right.
You can move it.
Oh,
You
I
can
could-
move itself.
I
You can move the
guess.
1.
Yeah, that's why I take both of those, I guess.
And you might get nothing. Look at that. I just dominated you on that game. That's
a
crazy.
draw. And then
You don't even, well, you actually have a triple value there. So let's add them up. I played so many good cards, and I got all of mine there. So this is a very different game than the last one. Seemed OP, but let's count them up. He's got an 18-point card and a 12 over there. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna run another test back. So that's 10, and 20, 30, 40.
There we go.
50, 62, 70, 80, 91, 101, 109, 107. That's yours.
Yeah, 56.
So that was a pretty slam dunk for me on that one. So we're going to run another one back right now, just to continue the testing. For those that are just tuning in or have tuned in, you can watch another one and see some more cards. We're going to see if we can't perform like we did on the last event. That one
Yeah.
was pretty good. You just kind of got a little unlucky there, me getting the tactician as the draw was very, very good timing. Because that board actually had a ton of those small cards out on it.
Yeah.
I mean, usually
When I played it last game, there was 5,
Yeah.
maybe 6, 2,
I got
4.
so many, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, I have to play this now. I waited a little while for it, but they all started coming out. So let's see. Any questions? Randy goes, holy frick! Why have card behind it? Behind what?
I think he's talking about for the ship, I guess. Why is it a card effect and not, or well, placed on a card, I guess.
Yeah. So basically, the ship it freezes the ship, so that card can't be moved at all by anyone.
Can't be killed or moved, but it can be removed.
Right. So you can always remove those cards. So one thing for sure is when you're playing against either one of these, Bloodcrown or Waterborne. By the way, I'm taking 23 cards. I'm not with these decks. I never take 20 cards. I don't know if in that deck you have it or not, but I always take at least 21 to 23 cards, maybe even 24, because there's so many combo cards with the big powered cards and there's many cards that will draw more cards into the game faster. So it's going to be different. There was always a reason why we made the game between 20 and 30 and not just 20, because these decks you will run through. I mean, I have run through Bloodcrown before, but in Waterborne, if I start hitting on some of the, I haven't seen them yet, but if I start hitting on some of the cards that bring other cards to the board, or Bloodcrown, or you start combining like sleight of hand or other things with it, it becomes enormously fast how quickly you get through the cards. All right, so game 2 for testing. You get the first option.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh, totally different cards.
You alright?
Ooh, I like it. No, I want to get this one early.
So
Very cool.
2.
Now again, the other thing is Brandon probably removes some of my effects, you know, in a normal game. Right now, if we remove the effects, it's not a lot of, I'd say it's not really, it doesn't help us test to remove the effects. We need to see how these things play out. So I'm not even thinking about removing his cards.
Yeah.
I have a card in here that protects my cards. I don't even know why I have it in the game.
And this is why we don't
Oh,
have Steven
shoot.
here today.
I have to, let me
Oh, you
reshuffle.
gotta.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take, Steven will never be in this testing. Let me take out
Yeah.
that protection card, because it doesn't really
You
make
will
sense.
remove all day.
Yeah.
He starts doing that
So, yeah,
all the
so
time.
now
Alright, I'm
we
gonna
have-
take that one out.
The 3
I'll
draws.
What did you take?
So I took the 8 and the 5.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I mean, Steven drives me crazy. I mean, it's like, Steven, hey, let's show them how to play Bloodcrown, or Bloodcrown's like, okay, let's remove your queen right away. Okay, what does the queen do? I don't know. You removed it, Steven. Here, go ahead. Sorry, we're in the Razorcorp lab. I'm not gonna talk about Steven. I'll wait till the Carlos episode.
So
By the way,
Just tell them to watch.
we're gonna have a third type, which is gonna be called the Onyx Arena, which in the upcoming, can't really talk about. In the future, the Onyx Arena is going to play a part in Master of Wills, and this is going to be a place where it's just a debate central, so that Stephen and I can really hash it out.
for those of you who like the feud between them.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of that coming up.
All right, so it's yours.
So you did triple card value, okay. I think this is really obvious. We'll get that one out of here. One draw. And I will play, I've been wanting to play it, even if I don't have the other one on board. So I'm going to play Ghost Horn. Those that know Edge Hunter know that Edge Hunter has a card called Skin Worm. Well, what Waterborne does, and we don't have an exact, like, complete, here's all the things it does, but Waterborne slows things down for the opponent and speed things up for you. That's kind of, like a waterway. Ghosthorn is the opposite of Skinworm. Instead of me adding a +1 movement, I can take away 1 movement when the opponent's starting turn is happening. So it's the exact opposite of Skinworm, but when he goes next, I can say, you're not going to move that +1.
Yep.
And end of turn.
All right, so
That -3 is pretty darn good.
it's all right.
I
Because I would use it to bank that, but you're not going to let me do
I
that.
would not let you do that. Not at all.
but since I'm already taking all the negatives, a red would be nice.
Had a red been out, that would have been a good card.
Yeah.
I can stop you at least. Can I stop you any other way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do it.
Okay.
So that's gonna go here. Take these two. I'm guessing. Are you gonna stop the green, or
Well, I have to stop one of your green movements. There's no
or
red
you could
movement.
stop the gray?
I'll stop your red movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah,
stop
that's even better.
one of your green movements, so you decide what you want to do there.
All right.
It's a win-win for me because he can either move his 5 up or he can take one of the 2 faction plays, but he couldn't take both.
Yeah. I think.
Is it possible to deck yourself? Onyx Arena equals divorce court. That's really funny.
I thought that was good.
What is deck yourself? What do you mean? Deck yourself
I
before
think-
you wreck yourself?
I'm wondering, does that mean get through your entire deck?
Oh, yeah. If you mean just finish all the cards in the deck, deck yourself. Got it.
Yeah.
It is possible with 20 cards. It is possible. I've done it twice or 3 times.
Take this. All right.
Okay.
And end of turn. End of round 2.
You can move, bank that and put that out 1. Okay, we'll draw 2. 1, 2. Okay, ooh, good. Stag Workshop is in play, so that one's back on the board, although I'd want the other one. Draw another card. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Interesting. Ooh, which one do I want to do? Since I only have 2 recruits, it's a good time. I'll do this Fast Timbra again like I did last game. So anytime the green is played, I get a card from the middle. I also trigger it right now, so let's trigger that. 3, oof, just made it. I get 1 card from here. 3, of course, and end of turn.
All right.
And you went first this time? Yes.
Yes. So it's now round 3.
Got it.
All right. So I'll take this. Get rid of this. And I'll take that too. Okay. One
Wait.
draw. Oh yes.
I like
Wow.
it.
All 3 of them.
Sure you want to, I'll let you not take that back 3 if you want. Just because it's kind of unfair to stop you after the fact. You can move mine 1 back if you want. So that you don't give me this to take yours out.
Yeah, but that means you won't get a faction then.
Yeah, but I'll take every red card and I'll take your 5 and I'll take your other 5.
That's
Do you
4
wanna
draws
do
you're
it?
also going to give me too. So it's,
I don't mind. I'm just giving you the option. Okay, you say
I'll
no?
go for it.
You say no.
All right.
Judge
Yep.
Judy couldn't help. Could not help. The problem is this. Stephen argues points. Some on like 10% of the time are valid. Others are just annoying. And then sometimes he makes absolutely no sense. So it doesn't matter. And even if he's right, it's just too annoying for me to allow him to be right. So I'll go back. I'll circle back around and I'll repair whatever problem he's brought up, but I'm not going to give him credit for it. And that's not because I would give Josh credit or Brandon credit, but the way Stephen argues his point is he's Mr. Literal, so he sometimes just creates chaos for no reason. Really, doesn't need to.
But you are correct. Judge Judy couldn't do anything. That's why Arsenal will be here to
Moderate.
It's a similar kind of look and feel, I guess.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm doing King's Gambit. So I'm going to kill 1 recruit.
Okay.
And then we're going to do draw 1 random community card and Afterlife again.
Hey, you know what's a good idea? Even if it's a test center, so I think the background noise with the air conditioning might be
And
okay.
that could actually work this.
Could help in the test center. It would sound like, the kind of stuff happening. Otherwise,
The clean room.
Makes me want to take a nap.
yeah,
it's got that
I would. We're
constant
testing. There's
vibe.
lights on us. Maybe some air conditioning would be nice.
All right. So place 1 loyalist.
The air conditioning is right above us. Has this ridiculous sound in the office that is, but I'd rather air it out here instead of air it out.
Yeah, and that's actually the new PC making that noise.
Is it?
Yeah, the AC's off.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe add to the
Well, no, I can hear this.
Ambiance.
I can hear this too.
Can you?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then you might as well put the AC on, give us some air.
Yeah, that noise is more annoying.
Okay. Yes,
I'm
well,
trying to sweat you out.
I don't know. Give me a TP Sweat Lodge.
So it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay, so do I want to do? I don't want to give you that triple card value. Nah, I'm not going to give you that.
Could just give me 6.
Nah, I'll give you the 6.
Okay.
Call my bluff. All right. Oh, yeah, I can't do anything about it. So you can bank your triple card value if you want. I, on the other hand, feel like playing another ship. So
Alright.
I'm going to choose the 3,
-3.
the -3, as my ship.
It's a good way to get rid of negatives in the neutral too.
End of turn. It is a good way to just get rid of cards in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, any card that you didn't. So, military commander comes out, play a ship on it. I mean, it's a nice little way to do it.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just for the
Oh
6
my
draws.
God, 6 draws. Oh, it's a shame you couldn't get 7 or
7,
8. You could
yeah.
get 8 if the 10 had been out. there.
Yeah, that would have been.
I think that would be max. That'd be the
I
absolute
think that's
max.
the max.
6 draws. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
4,
Here we go.
5, 6.
Let's get busy with it.
Yikes.
And then
End of turn. Yep. There
So
you go.
that's the end of 4. All right.
Whoa. Well, unfortunately, I can't leave the. I have to leave something.
You have to leave that 1 there for me.
The 1's horrible. Well, even if you took the 15, that would be okay. No.
Because then you can make it -3 on
The
one of
problem
those.
is I want to, the play to make would be to take this, take your 8 plus 1, take the 15, take the 5, and I'd get all 3 of them. That is the accurate play to make in this exact situation. However, we're testing, and I really don't want to play that. So
So
I will just take
5.
the 5 and
Yeah.
the 15, because I want to see more stuff on the board. You're that and the 5 here.
Okay.
No draw. Because if not yet. We're gonna play another ship.
Ooh.
We have another ship. All right, so end of turn. So now you can take the 15. Well, it's easy to move it back.
Yeah, exactly. Because it'll only go to here. Where's
Yeah.
the +4 brown? That's what I want. Okay.
So I have 2 ships on the board. Oh shoot, I have to place one in here.
Oh, yep.
We'll just use your 2, I guess. Doesn't matter. Kind of want to keep that 8 free. So now we have 2 ships. So what does that mean? I can move one of these cards +1 all the way to my recruits. So I'm going after that triple value card in a very slow, methodical way. But now I have access. Now, if you have a recruit here, okay, you can still do +1. You get that extra movement, but only for this ship. So I can say +1 to here. Here I can do +1 to here. And if I could do 1 more to here, if I can get that 3rd ship on the board, then I can literally take in 2 movements all the way from his loyalist to here. But again, you're using faction plays up. It's already round 5.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I could go ahead and take the 4 and get the triple card, or could let him focus on it.
I don't know. It's 15 points. It's a 15.
Right now it's only 5.
Well, if you don't take it, I can take it.
But you don't get anything from it.
No, but I stop you from getting it. I could just be playing it out.
Yeah.
Either way, like anything else, having some ships on the board, like lasting effects or other things, you've got this.
Another layer.
Yeah, it's another layer. So what's interesting about this is the way we're going to do the art is we're actually going to do our first side art. So the cards are actually going to be this direction. So when you place the card in there, you're still going to see it all in one scene. So when you put all the ships together, they're all going to kind of a line so it can look like one long image, one long picture. And as you see, the rows are really nice and sizable for this area, so it's going to look like one long picture, if you will.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have cards I want to play, so I'm going to take the
Yeah, they're
9.
card effects. They would technically be card effects, but they are a lock in place. You can't, I can't get his points from one, he can't get my points, and we can't use the neutral card. So you can't, they're out of the game until they're removed, if they're removed. And they're all going to work, but if it was just the color, it would not, believe me, you have to be able to move any given card, because just the color would make it almost useless to put them all, unless you put them all on the board at the same time. Might as well have one card that does that.
Okay, so it's 2 draws.
Although there is a card in my deck called, what's her name? Who brings him back? Waterscar. Waterscar can bring 2 ships immediately onto the board, out of your deck, your hand, wherever they may be. Kind of like the pawns. So, alright, Alicia DeHart. He gets to pick 3 cards, keep 1, discard 1, and play 1.
So,
Still round 5 or 6? It's round 5.
this is interesting.
We'll keep it as round 5. We could use an extra round anyway.
Wait, okay, so
It's interesting, huh? Well, why don't you share it with the rest of us?
all right. So
I'm so
I'm
glad
gonna
we're not playing
discard
Dawnlight.
Inventor.
Ooh,
Keep this one, and I'm gonna play Refaction.
ooh, that would be
So
interesting. At least
the
the
idea is to get Alicia DeHart again, but
and get 3 more cards.
yeah.
Okay. And he gets.
King's Gambit.
That's the best one for him to get.
Yeah, because now I can kill the 15.
Yep.
And then 1 random afterlife, 1 community card.
Okay.
Whoops.
Well, I don't have any points this game, so there's that.
So we've switched, but I don't have that much more. So oh, dang it. All right. Oh, you go and end of turn.
Well, that's easy. I take that.
Yeah.
That gives me the +1, so
You want
plus
the 7
1.
too?
I'll take your 7 plus 1.
Okay.
Now,
and
-3, unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. Bank the 5, I give him the 6, but to take those cards from him was very nice. Now, this triple value card, I don't get the triple value. The opponent never can bank any of the pawns and get to activate them, but if I can get it in my allies, he cannot get it. So, essentially, I can get the 5 points, but it takes that away. So, if he had placed that on like a 12, then it would be an even bigger target. That's probably why you didn't do it.
Yep. Also, I didn't have it when I played it.
Wow, okay. That's interesting.
And it's another thing that's interesting about the pawns and some of the chess pieces is they can distract the opponent. They think they don't want you to get that, so then
This
they
is
move.
actually a really good card. Sorry for
No,
breaking you in.
that's
All right,
fine.
so this is Soul Gatherer.
Oh yeah.
She's going to combine with this, but it's a nice card because, my Recruits row has a lot of cards in it right now. So when I trigger this, I'm probably going to lose this, most likely, and actually lose another card. But what she does is she shuffles. You want to give me that 7? And I'll just use that as the 5 just for a minute. She shuffles all of these cards together. You're both rows together. Okay? Then you randomly place 3 cards into your allies, and then you deal out the rest randomly to your recruits and loyalists. If there's an odd one, it becomes a loyalist. So what that can do is reduce my recruit row size and protect a couple cards. There's not, that 15 is gone, so it's not as good. So we'll just pick 1, 2, 3. That's good for the tactician, I guess. And 5. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's an odd, so, oh no, there isn't an odd, darn it. Well, that's 4. So what it did is, I had like 9 cards in here. Now I have reduced it to 4, and now she's going to go with the Stag Workshop.
Yep.
I'm going to flip one over. Look at that.
You get one
and I
card.
get 1 card because I did that. Otherwise, I would have had to kill a card.
Yep.
So this
All right,
actually
and
turned out
then-
to be a decent
So
play.
that 5 is going to go in place
Yep.
of the 7. For those wondering why we did it, we just didn't want to take it out. And put it
Yeah,
back in.
that's a little annoying, so we just didn't do it. And then an end of turn.
No, that was the 1, wasn't it?
No, that was my
the,
flip.
yep.
That was my flip card. And we'll say we're in round 6.
Okay, so I will.
Actually, that worked real good. I also advanced your triple card.
Yeah.
Round
We're
over.
missing that yesterday.
You know, I thought listening to the Waterborne music this morning.
You should get Josh
I
to
heard
voice
it.
it.
No, I thought Josh, we could just record that, and I'll replace my water drop in that song.
Okay.
What'd you take?
So I took the 4, so
Okay.
I'm gonna move this back and take that.
So you don't care about your triple value?
Well,
What if you could have taken it?
I couldn't have.
Okay.
And then so +1 gray.
Take my 8 out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that, so I'll just move this up.
Okay.
And okay, that's that. There's no draws. No draws.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Oh, I haven't been subtracting your movements.
Yeah. Do you
Of
want to do
course.
that on this card? Because then I can. You could force me to bank the 9 if you want to do that, or I don't.
No, I wouldn't.
Blue.
I can't add a movement. I'd have to
No,
reduce
no,
it.
because this would be -3 then.
I can't add. Oh, yeah, I guess I could. All right, so bank that.
Okay.
Good. All right, yeah, because I'm covering it up and I'm trying to explain. We keep forgetting some of the rules because we're trying to like think through so many different things at once. But Ghost Horn reduced his movement or increased a negative on one of his.
All right. So I guess.
I would probably not have allowed you to do the 12, but you know, that's
Yeah.
another thing. For now, that's fine.
I guess we'll just do Justicate Hammer again.
Okay.
So kill these 2.
Hey, you didn't switch him out for testing something else?
No.
Darn. He usually does real well with that card.
I was
You
hoping to get
missed
the
the
1
again.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, you're reducing mine down quite a
Yeah.
bit. I was good for a minute.
All right.
That card.
Ooh.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Should I do it? I mean, if I took this card, with this particular case, I could take this, and that. I'm actually
no,
not.
no.
Yeah, because it's plus.
Well, no, because here's what you would do is take this would go 1, take the 7.
Yeah, no, I'm
Take
saying I
this-
could take them all.
And then this and the 5.
But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to just play. I'm trying to test. So I'm going to take that. I will take the 7, but I'm actually going to take it to here. +2.
1,
1,
yep.
2. And the -1 on the 3. And
Minus brown.
let's
1.
draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And then 1 more draw for. No, not him. She didn't have 1.
No.
All right, let's see what we get here. Okay, I don't know why I have this in my deck. Sorry, I'm gonna draw a different card. I don't know why I keep putting it back in my deck.
So let's move it out of there.
Yes, I keep putting it in my deck. Oh well, that helps. I could refaction. I'm not gonna play that. No, but I do want to try Shiver Fist again, a little earlier in the game. This time we'll leave that extra option for a random neutral card.
Okay. Well, so
So
I'm guessing you're
Shiver
gonna kill
Fist-
the 12.
I get to kill any, so kill a 12.
Yep.
Now you get to use, so I'm freezing every card on the board except for this. And the reason I did that is because essentially, I figured, well, actually, should we do this? No, because he has to play first, so I have to freeze the cards first, which means the card that comes out shouldn't be frozen, right?
Technically speaking.
Because this happens before that.
Because this would have to complete its play
Yes,
before that would
exactly.
actually.
So you have.
And then we also get that too.
Yep. So I'm gonna do
Um,
double. So we're gonna start with this.
Okay.
All right, so he gets that. The next thing I'm gonna do is order of operation. He would trigger first because I played it. This would trigger second. Which one came out first? This one did.
Technically that.
So I'll do the fast number. So I'm gonna take 7 to here. Now I'm gonna do the Stag Workshop.
Here's the thing: is now all the cards are frozen.
Are they?
That's what he does. All cards are frozen.
Yeah. So if he's frozen, I can't take that.
So
that's a
that's
good
actually
point.
not a good combo to
That's a
have.
bad combo in that case, but I still get to do this one,
Yes. Yeah.
which means I get 3 cards. This is
Yep.
not frozen though, because it
Yeah.
happened after the fact. So 1, 2, 3. These cards are not frozen, right? Because they happened after the fact.
Yeah.
So these cards are not frozen. These are, the end of turn is not frozen. So these you can use, and these you can move.
Hmm.
And round 7.
Which makes that 8 kind of bad now.
Well, it does push.
The 11 back.
You're lucky.
And the 13.
You're actually lucky
Oh,
that
no,
wasn't.
'cause
But
of
the
the 4, yeah.
13's fine. You
Yeah,
can-
that's a good.
It's a free card.
Yeah. But you can't really take it. No,
Not yet.
not yet. Yeah. I don't have much.
Given the state of my side, I mean, we're pretty even right now. I
Yeah.
think the game's pretty close. Oh, no
Yep,
shot.
there it is. All right.
Okay. Let's see. It's Kelly. Hey, Kelly.
Hey. All right. I guess I'll just go ahead and take the 13. So that way maybe I can get something for factions. Can't move anything.
Yep. And so that's the thing about Shiverfist. And the reason it has some weakness, because if a faction comes out, it doesn't hurt. You might get a free faction play. It's a good chance for you to stop it. So we have to debate whether, because what just happened there is he got more cards than maybe I would have wanted him to get
Yeah.
because of these other things. But that's maybe the downfall to the card. It's also pretty solid to prevent things, but
Well, as we saw last game, it was pretty strong.
yeah, everything's frozen, so you still can't move anything
Yeah.
for this whole turn.
So I'm gonna go ahead and play Trinity, which is move the 3 pawns. It's a little late in the game to generally play it,
Can you
but
play a pawn on a frozen card?
yeah, but because I'm not moving it.
That's true.
All right, and so the reason I'm doing it is I have 2 pawns in my hand, and I can replace them with 2 other cards once I get the other pawn. That is that.
I'll shuffle.
Shuffle that. Okay.
And so you know, do you get to replace these too, right? Or do
Yeah,
you
I like
you
it to
took them?
No, I haven't taken 2 yet.
So 2 cards.
Okay.
Now here's the thing. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards left in round 7. He only has 7 remaining. So he hasn't played a lot of the cards. Had you gotten Alicia
The
Dahar,
heart again.
you would have had 3 more cards. So you would have 4
I
cards
would have
left.
4 cards. Yeah.
So you can see, I mean, that's 16 cards potentially he could have had already with 2 rounds left. He would have had 4 cards left to look. He would have seen almost every card. So in Bloodcrown, you got to be cautious that, you know, if you take 20, you run out of cards, you run out of cards. I mean, if you don't have anything to play or any options, then you have to play with what you have. So
With
these,
all the cards out here makes it a little more difficult.
well, it is more difficult because he knows he's not putting it on that 6.
But it doesn't matter which card. Basically, you can move any card
I can
depending
move,
on what you want.
I can move almost any color away from him. So, and we don't know what's coming out, and that's the other thing. He doesn't want to put it on the. He knows the faction has the +1. That's why he's not putting it on that. He knows that this one is a good play for me, and I could move that. So he's trying to force me into taking a card I really wouldn't want to take to move his away.
And so that's that for this turn. Wait a second. Okay. Ooh.
But I'm still going to take this card.
Yeah. You want the 9
I
or the
do.
-4? No.
I'll take that. That's fine. So everything's unfrozen. So, well, I actually took them off
Yep.
the board. So this 9 comes to here. The -1 will give him the 3, and -1 will move the 13 back 1.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Wait.
Ooh. I could refaction. Be interesting. What do I have? What's this other one? Oh, that's the protect. So I only have this card and this
Well,
card.
those 3.
Well, that protect.
'Cause most of the other ones
protect
are
is,
still-
and then this was out of my deck,
Oh.
so I only have that. That's pretty crazy.
'Cause,
Well, let's try
most
this.
of them are still on the board.
Let's try this for fun since we haven't tested it. Place in round or tested today. It's called
Esborn.
Esjorn or Esjorn. Okay, he is placed in round effect during your next round. Randomly draw, or I should say probably turn. At your next turn, randomly draw 4 cards from the community deck, and choose 1 to play as your starting card. Choose another to place in Loyalist and kill the remaining 2. So it'll give. He won't be able to prepare for that. I don't know if it's valuable enough, but we'll see. All right. So that's end of turn, round 8.
Right. So, really? No factions. Okay.
There's no factions. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, now you have factions on the board. Is there any plus red plus gray? No. How about a plus two brown?
I got that if I wanted
That
to
can get
draw
your draw
pawn.
pawn. The
which-
spy pawn's the best because you get 2 more factions to play.
Yeah.
I think it's
Well,
my
I mean, I can do
favorite.
that from him.
It's not very valuable.
Yeah, just
This
the,
one too.
Oh yeah.
That's not too bad. Let me move my 1.
It's- 7 is, I guess, slightly better. Or I just go for the -4.
-4 is fine if you want, but I don't know if that's that good either. It's not bad. It's a close game. -4 could give you a lot of points.
Yeah.
I don't know. The draw pawn, if you could get the draw pawn in, it would give you the best chance. But the spy pawn
Well,
gives you 2 new faction
That's why
cards.
I think going for the spy
That gives
pawn.
you a faction. So
Yeah.
the spy pawn gives you a faction when you don't have one. So that's not a bad move.
Okay.
My
So,
1.
yeah, the 1 and the 4, and I'll move
Okay.
this in.
So spy pawn allows him to draw 2 pawns from his deck and play one of them instantly. So it became an epic card, and you got a tactician,
Yep, he's 1 or Imperial Escort,
which could
which
still.
they haven't seen, so maybe I'll do that.
They haven't seen it, but the tactician's the better card right
Except for
now. Not
you have-
really for me. You get
we had
2,
2. That's
And-
12 points versus.
but you get the 4 and the 4.
So that's 20 points,
That's
and then I
already
move these
20.
up.
And you get to place one of those move cards. It's a shame you didn't place one of these on your 4s.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that, knowing the tactician was in there? Should have placed it. It's funny is you put the spy pawn on the 3, the only one that could draw that card. So you should have reversed those,
Yeah.
and then you would have actually gotten another trigger. You probably have to play that. That's 20 some odd points. It's 20 points.
It's only 20 exactly.
But 20 is better than what? What's your other option?
Imperial Escort, where I get 3 depending on.
Yeah, maybe. But you might not even get 3 cards. That's the thing. If I take some, I could prevent that card from even working. Imperial Escort, he gets to choose male or female character, and the next 3 that come out.
That are male or female, depending on what
Right.
you choose, you get to your recruits.
So it's really a decision. He's got a tough decision. I mean, one's a 20-point guarantee, and the other one you'd have to get 3 cards out of that deck, and only 2 are guaranteed to come out of that deck. So I can prevent you from even seeing 3 cards, and then you have to have guessed right if I choose. I mean, your choice. You have to make that call.
Well, if we do another game, we'll do it then. So we'll do Tactician. Do these.
I think that's the wise move. Take points from me and give points to you.
So we have 2 draws.
And you might as well bank the 2 4s.
Yeah.
These 2 4s. Because you get to move those 2.
Yeah.
2 draws.
And end of turn.
End of turn.
All right. 2.
Of course, the best play, again, is for me to not take that card. Best play for me, for sure, is just taking the 5 and taking your 13. That's 31 points. But I'd rather test, even though I have nothing to test with.
Well, who knows what that next
Well,
card
that's
may
why
be.
I think I'm going to do it, just because we're testing. So I'll do that. That draws a couple cards out.
2.
Because I could have moved any number of cards with my ships.
Oh yeah.
But
That's the-
But I
a lot of
decided
people are
not
still
to.
wondering why the -4 is on the board.
Oh, wait, whoa. Hold up. Stop. Put the 6 back. Put these 2 cards up.
Okay.
That's not, which one? These 2?
Yeah, I think it's those 2.
Okay. Yeah, forgot. I have to play this card.
Oh yeah.
My bad. All right, place and run effect. During your next, randomly draw 4 cards from the community deck. Choose one to play as your starting card. One is Loyalist. So now I get to choose one of these to play.
Okay.
So I got these. This one's obvious, the one I'm playing.
Yeah, because it's
Right,
faction.
and then the Loyalist.
Place one of them loyalists, kill the other 2.
These 2 will die. This one will go here. That changes a little bit.
Okay. So now you have to make those movements.
Yeah, there's no greens and a purple. Bank your 4.
Okay.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
That's a little better. All right, he's gone.
Yep.
That's another good card if you don't have a faction play. I still haven't been doing that to you, but such is life. We're just testing, and I already saw this, so I don't want to cheat. We'll do whatever that is.
Of course. One
Well,
way to end the game.
We'll just see what happens, because I'll get the green.
So it's one way to end the game.
Well, we're going to do Apex Hydra one more time. Draw two. And basically, I just choose one and play it, because it doesn't matter what it is. All right,
Yeah.
so let's see. Well, this matters with the Stag Workshop, because right now I have 5.
Especially if you end up drawing any more.
So let's see what we get. We get the place up random recruit every time a card is killed. That's not
That's-
going to do me any good.
Nope.
Place face up, all unit and green cards can be moved with any plus movement. That
And that's
is not going to
gonna
do
be-
good.
Yes. I know what you're playing.
Well, no, the game could be over. I literally, if you ever play this card, you do not play it in the last round of the game, or
Yeah.
any card for that matter. But the good news is, I'll have to play that, and I get to keep one of these cards actually.
Yeah.
So I'll keep the sleight of hand because these aren't going to be any good for me. Well, sleight of hand isn't good for me. None of them are good for me at this stage. So I'll just keep whatever it is.
You end up playing that in the last round for Stat Workshop, maybe. Get
Yeah,
another
so
one.
Deranged Union, by the way, interesting thing, and this is a guarantee. Deranged Union is in this deck and Deranged Union in the same card with the same name. But here's the funny thing. In the Bloodcrown, it's a strange union between a king and a queen. Like it's like a
They're
setup.
two crazy people.
Crazy Deranged Union. But then in Waterborne, Deranged Union is actually a crazy union character because they have relationships with the union. So we have the same rule, which allows you to extend the game with one round, which we're going to now do. So Deranged Union will stay on the board,
Okay.
but I'm going to put it behind this so I make sure to affect that. But we still have to do Stag Workshop, and unfortunately, Stag Workshop is probably it's eventually not going to pay off for me, but it did. So 3 more cards.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and that's why I stayed in. Shouldn't have stayed in. I probably win if I didn't stay in. End of turn. All right.
All right. This
Wow,
is
one more round. One
God.
bonus round.
it's getting real interesting.
All types of stuff. Yeah, big cards just came out.
Yeah.
Josh, thank you for continuing to sweat lodge us out of here.
Yeah, no problem.
Do we have enough viewers to warrant keeping it off?
Well, we're almost done, so y'all be okay.
This is interesting. 'Cause now I could.
Trying to
Yeah,
save
why
money
I
here.
didn't have to do it, but now you can actually do a kill pawn. You can do
The,
the draw pawn.
but the things that still I can't do both.
And you can't do them both, and you really can't even do one if you want a faction play.
Basically, yeah.
The 3 cards to your recruits, I don't know. Do you have anything good in your hand worth playing?
Not really.
The last move, these you got to be.
Well, actually,
You do?
one that's not good from the big neutral area.
Oh, I forgot I get to do that too, but it would be before these.
Before these two.
Yeah, I'll just take this,
Okay.
just for points.
All right.
I keep forgetting that card. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's hard when you have dots and handwritten cards. We tend to be focusing on the next card and forget our own effects when we're testing, because we're trying to think of so many different variations and variables going through the game. Like, I'm not using the ships. I could easily in a normal game be using these ships.
Yeah.
We're really just showing
Definitely
you guys.
working them.
We like the ships. I don't think that anything's going to change. That actually survived our first. We did a complete kind of vamping of Waterborne 6 to 9 months ago, and the ships survived the cut. We liked the ships. They're really fun. But you know, when you got all these handwritten things, it is not the easiest thing to work with in testing. I cannot wait to have a test deck.
Yeah.
This will be our last major test deck, so the rest of the test, not necessary. All right,
Alright.
here we go. All right. So,
So,
bank that. And
4
move the
and
11.
11. No, I'm sorry. I forgot about
Okay.
3. And then bank 1 and a 6. For
Okay.
the Browns.
And the
then
gray. My 8 or your 4.
I'll just move the 4 back.
Okay.
Alright, so we have 1 draw. Oh.
even bank the kill pawn. Kill a bunch of my high cards in that row. I don't know.
Well,
I
can't
hope you have
use it.
something good.
Yeah. We'll see how it's a bit of a gamble.
Okay.
So, visiting dignitaries is I'm going to draw 3 cards into the neutral area.
Purple.
And
blue. That's a bit of a gamble.
yeah. So, and then I choose one of those. Any that match that in the neutral area, I can move to my recruits.
Well, and if there was any of the
if
red.
any of them were government or red, but none of them were.
So are you going to take the 6?
Or the 5.
Your choice.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you did not do like the kill pawn on that.
Draw.
End of turn. Well, that's good for me. So I will go ahead and...
See, that's what I was hoping for.
That would have been really
That
good.
way I get that and that.
Well, you don't get that one, do you?
No,
you
I do, because it's
You do,
government.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you would. I would like to use... I will. I'll just take this. You bank your 14.
Okay.
And I'll take his 8. 1.
There.
To here.
Yep.
On the ship. And get anything else? Any good? I have a deranged union. So we got yet another. We got another extra round. You can take your deranged union away because we got another one.
Because it ends after you.
So now I get to draw another one, right? So, wow. All right, so I'm gonna play, since we have one more round, I'm gonna play the, what is that called? What did I write there? Fjord Ways. Place face up. All Union green cards can be moved by any plus movement. Now I'm regretting banking your 14. So I'm just playing it because of this, and I want to see me lose it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is no way that this is not gonna. Whoa! What are the odds of that? I get 2 more cards.
No.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like the Kermis because I lose it every time. I love the Stag Workshop because I win it every time. I don't know. That is incredible that I hit that. I expected to absolutely lose it. The average card is like 5.2. I've every time, even the high, I've either tied or won it. Unbelievable. All right, so I got another one here. I still haven't stopped you doing that. So end of turn. We got a lot of cards out here. And one more round because Deranged Union is back in. This time I am stopping you from moving something.
Okay.
What are you taking?
The 13.
All right, so I'm not going to let you move a purple.
Okay. So then this goes back and -4 brown. We'll do this and the 6.
Okay.
Get another draw out there. Alright, and I have 1 card left.
Yeah, now you ask if you can get through your deck. Well, guess what? He's 1 away from getting through his deck because Deranged Union came out twice. In one game.
Do you have refaction? And then we can
I
get
do.
it again.
I do have refaction.
Alright, let's see. Do I have anything? Okay.
I can't believe how many points I have, or how many times I've won that, which seems impossible.
Okay.
Oh, gotta get ready for class. This is the game that's never gonna end.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Alright.
amazing.
So I'm going to go with Portia High Cloak and swap the 4 for the 9 and the 7.
Okay. That's a big turn right there.
Yep, and that is it. Here we go.
All right, last round for sure this time. Deranged Union is gone, unless I refaction, which I could do, actually. This is face up, around. Yep, that's there. This one would be in there. If I refaction, Deranged Union could actually happen again. But let me
Either
think.
of ours.
Let me think. What moves? Is there any factions that move anything? There is not. Should I just take all your points back? Or all my points back? I could easily do it. I think I'm going to, because I really don't have anything. I have 3 neutral cards and Burger the Ark. So I'll look at what this is, but I'm not going to do it. It would have been a 4th neutral card. I'm going to just take this lovely 1, 2 here. I'm going to say +1 on his 13. 1. +1 on his 6. Ah.
And if you can't get it, you can't get it.
I can't get it. I can't. Okay. +1 on the 6 and +1 on this 6. And I can only go to there too.
Sure, 7 is higher than 6.
Yes, it is typically. But that was pretty much a killer move. I finally used my my stuff. So, and that should do it. I didn't do that last time either. So he got through all but 1 card. I got through all but 5 cards.
And you had 3 extra.
And I had 23 in my deck. So in a traditional deck, I had 2 left and he had 1 left. So if the answer is, can you get through a deck? You absolutely can. And now we'll count up, but that last move was pretty brutal on him.
Yep.
But remember, it's very different when you don't remove things. He could easily have removed my ships. He could have done anything and make a huge difference in the game. I didn't use the ships as much as I could have. So a lot of times when you use the ships, you have to forego faction plays in order for them to be valuable. But now in a game like that, we're going to have a stack of cards a mile high. So let's count them up and see what the last test game is all about. 20, 29, 30, 39, 40, 50, 15, 28, 30, 42, 50, 10, 21, 25, 31, excuse me, what am I doing? 25, yeah, 31, 40, and 48, 51, 54, 50, 158.
Okay. 80. 101.
So in both cases, Waterborne right now is doing a lot of damage, but the last game we played before we actually started streaming, I only won by 5 points. So in the test game, the one thing that we're not concerned about quite yet is the end results, because until we start playing more of a competitive game, we're not going to, a true competitive game, we can't balance it out 100%. What we need to make sure is, do the mechanics work? Is there anything inherently wrong with them? And we kind of put those things together first. Then we'll start to, anything that feels OP, I mean, there's a lot of round effects going on, and there's a lot of movements, and there's a lot of things happening. So we're at the point right now where we really like the mechanics. They're very interesting, very different, and you guys we didn't even try the merchants or the traders today, which is traders are completely different. I can start removing things by paying him to remove things from the board, and he doesn't have a choice. So I think the trader does 5 point. If there's 5, you have to move 5 points from the neutral to their side, and you can remove anything at any time if that's on the board. I think something like that.
I thought it was 5 points for your side.
No, we made it the neutral.
That was,
The last change we made, I think.
let's see. May select card value greater from the neutral area, move it to the opponent's group. Yeah.
I am aware. So that's it. I think that's a good first run. That was a mighty long game. That could be record breaking. Usually they don't take that long, but double deranged unions made
That
it.
was 10 turns.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, so all right, guys, thanks for joining us. You see a little bit of Waterborne in action as we, go forward. Anytime we do a Razorcorp Neurocenter laboratory broadcast, we're going to be doing testing, and we're going to show you guys some of the cool things that are happening. And you guys are always welcome to chime in if you guys feel something has too much power, too little power, you like an effect, you don't like an effect, tell us why. We're happy to even adjust on the fly as we see different rules happening. So hope you guys enjoyed a very early view of Waterborne and got to see a little bit more of Bloodcrown. But I wouldn't worry too much about the end results right now. Right now it's all about testing. So hopefully you guys got somewhat familiar with where we're going with it, and we'll take it from there. So thanks again.
See ya.